Can you make a hammer? Yeah, it's a style of war hammer. I'm gonna use a technique called pecking where I'm gonna peck a groove the whole way around. A good groove going all the way around. Now I'm gonna grind it. A little water. She's done. Now I'm gonna haft it up. Need to make the handle. Now I need to cut a groove. I've got my groove, jam my stone down in there, split it, so now it creates a pressure on this stone. I'm gonna wrap this with rawhide. All right, she's all laced up. I'm gonna let it dry, and there you have it, a war hammer. This will definitely make an impact. Can you make a grill? Yeah, I do my grilling a little bit different. Quick warning, I'm gonna be processing some meat. I get a couple little willow pieces like this, nice and long, make sure they're alive, not dead. Dead stuff will burn. Scrape off any of that bark, get rid of any high spots. Then I'm gonna cut some of my meat. I'm gonna skewer it right at the bottom. Now I'm gonna run it right through the next section. Poke it again. Then you take your last little tip, catch that little piece of the meat. I'm gonna slide it down, just like that. I'm gonna do 2 more. I got my Scooby Q's. It's a skewer and a barbecue. Essentially have a rock, lean your skewers up against it, start cooking. I got some food coming. Do you want yours kind of raw? Once they're done, just pull them right off. There you go. Can you make a shuriken? Yeah, I sure can. Circle. All right, there you go. 1 shuriken. I wanted to find the design that would work best with stone. 2 longer points with 2 side lateral points. Now, if you want it, I'll send it to one of you and I'll let you test it out. Leave a comment, like this video, do some of that stuff. Shoot over to my Instagram, leave a comment on my last post. I will also include you in there as well. It's very likely where there's 1, I might send a couple more. So you got a couple test options. That's it, 1 shuriken. Can I make a blanket? Yeah. No, I'm gonna be 100% honest. The easiest way to make a blanket is essentially hunt some sort of animal, process that animal, tan the hide, then you got a blanket. This right here is an elk. When it's cold, take your blanket, wrap yourself up in it, and you're good to go. That's how I make a blanket. Can you make a hat? Yeah. To make this hat, I'm gonna use this coyote. So this is a cased coyote pelt, which means I open the back legs and then pulled the hide off like a sock and tanned it out. Here we go. Trim up just a little bit of this. Anytime you're working with hides, you don't want to use scissors because you'll cut the hair. You got to come from the inside. Let's use that. Turn this guy inside out. Side, I'm going to cut a slice about 5 inches down so that I can sew it into a cone. Right here, I'm going to cut. This point up here, I'm going to cut and sew it all back up. Bone needle. All stitched up. Let's put it on. 1 hat, tails on, right here. Still got the legs. 1 coyote hat. Can you show us how you would set up a camp? Yeah. I'm always looking for something that already exists. And for me, it's rock shelters. So you can kind of see I got this big flat rock right here. And it looks like a nice little spot I can crawl in for the night. Now I just got to reinforce it with some warming layers. I got some pine branches, gonna stick these up underneath. I'm gonna lay on the green. This will keep me up off the ground. Let's go get some pine needles. Let's do 1 more load. That's about it. Nice dry place to sleep tonight. Nice little warming fire. Finn and I will tuck up in there for the night. We good to go. Can you make a drill? Yeah. The drill I'm gonna make is a pump drill. Piece of a birch tree, and first thing I gotta do, gotta drill a hole. I'm gonna be using some finger drills. Find the center, right there. I need this piece, slide all the way down to about right here. This is gonna act as a weight, applying pressure down. Now I need to create a pump action. Now I'm gonna drill 3 holes, a nice big one in the middle, and then 2 smaller ones. Got my lashing. Run this guy through the big hole. Now I need to secure this. I'm gonna use one of these little elk cuts, and we'll hold it nice and tight. Take my finger drill that I was using, slide my little pressure bit down, place it right in the wood. That's how you make a drill. Can you make a katana? Yeah. Katana is a style of Japanese samurai sword. So everything below this will be handle, everything above will be blades. Now I need to start kind of narrowing this blade side down. Now let's do the handle. Animal fat. We got the handle, shoot, all the way down the blade. Can you make bone needles? Yeah. I like to use leg bones. They're the strongest, they're the thickest, and they're gonna hold up the most. Take a rock, and you can pop off what I would like to call a blank. Just gotta grind it. Now I want to drill a small hole right here, and that's where I'll run my thread, sinew, or some sort of cordage. Let's just put it in there. One bone needle. Let's sew something up. All right, thread through the hole. Always put a little animal fat on all my leather work. One bone needle and the sewing of a leather sheath. Can you make a macawaddle? Yeah, a macawaddle is an Aztec sword. Handle. Now I gotta build the blades. I'm gonna reduce these down to some square forms. 12 more of these. You put one long groove down the entire macawaddle. Grooves are good. Just add the blades. All right, I've glued all of my blades in, wrap the handle. There you go, one macawaddle, Aztec fight.